Welcome to this edition of Let's Learn. I'm your host, Kelly Hart, and on this edition of Let's Learn, we're going to help clear up some of the confusion with senior health insurance benefits. And joining me here on the program today is Jessica Arroyo, who is with the Health Alliance, and with Confluence Health, Shannon Sims. So welcome to the program, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us.
So we were talking off mic, and I was saying, oh, the mess that is senior insurance. But it's really not a mess, it's confusion. We're all used to going through our working lives and getting insurance through our employer in most cases, or having our own insurance. But once we get to a certain age, there's these supplemental plans and ways to, especially for fixed income people, ways to enhance their medical coverage. That's where you guys come in, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we're coming up on an annual election period, and that's a pretty narrow window, right? What is the window itself?
So annual election period is from October 15th through December 7th. So we're getting close to the end.
Okay, so they got to get it in and get it done right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so why is it important to even have a supplemental policy, let's say, or are these primary policies?
Health Alliance works as a primary policy. So how we cover everything original Medicare covers and added benefits. So we are replacing the original Medicare. They would handle their claims, customer service questions directly with Health Alliance.
Okay, so they can elect to be Medicare covered if they choose, or they can go with this, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so
Yes.
what this is what are you choosing? Got it.
Yes.
I'm up to speed on that. So the election period ends very soon. Who needs to make the election? Does everybody have to choose one or the other?
You don't. It's not a must-do. If you're happy with your plan, your needs stayed the same from the year of 2016, maybe you're going to stay on your plan. Maybe your needs changed. You might have new procedures coming up for 2017, and you want to look at the price and how much your cost is going to be for the upcoming year. So that's when you would want to start doing your research and see if you do want to make that change or stay with what you have.
And you talked about procedures. I immediately started thinking about getting my medications changed. So perhaps you're going to be taking more medications or even less medications. That might be an opportunity for you to look at a different plan as well.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And that's why you need to make your choices now. So you guys sit down with us and figure out what's the best plan for you. Would it be possible that we would come into you and you would say, really, you need to stick with your Medicare plan?
Absolutely.
Yes, and that's the neat thing about Health Alliance. We know not one plan fits all. So that's when the research comes in, annual enrollment, local customer service, to sit down in front of you and open the book and say, okay, well, what do you have planned? What are your medications? Who are your providers? It might work, it might not.
Because there's also some providers do go with some plans and some don't with others, correct?
Yes.
So there could be that piece of this involved as well, and that's where you guys come in because you're our advisors. You're the ones that tell us, yep, this is the right way to go, etc. Okay, so what are the plans that Health Alliance offers?
So we offer, like I mentioned earlier, everything original Medicare covers and more, which is hospital, your outpatient procedures, and pharmacy all combined in one package.
Okay.
So that's what we offer. Of course, there's different price ranges depending on, again, the individual of what you're looking for.
Right, like what you want to take for a deductible or which pieces of the plan you want covered at what levels. So it's a pretty flexible plan.
It is.
Okay, cool. So Medicare Advantage, what is that? That's the specific name of the plan that you guys offer,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so what all does it cover?
So it covers your hospital, outpatient procedures, and your pharmacy all included. So that's where the term Medicare Advantage plan comes in.
Okay, and does Medicare not cover all of those things? This just covers them differently.
We cover it differently, and we have added benefits. So something that if you were to choose to stay with original Medicare and you came to us, we have those added benefits.
Okay, that makes perfect sense to me. What about the incidentals that almost everybody has to have? Vision care, dental care, just to name a few.
So we have an added dental benefits on our plan. It's not a dental plan per se, but it's an added benefit. It's not, if you're having major procedures, maybe you would want to pick up a separate dental plan. But with us, just for being a member with Health Alliance, you would have that added benefit.
So you get some kind of assistance there.
Yeah.
I noticed that you guys have fitness and travel assistance built into this as well. I've never heard of those kind of benefits in a medical plan. So what would that
Yes.
cover?
So as a Medicare Advantage plan, our goal is to keep our members active and healthy. So why not include an added benefit for our members to have the option to utilize a gym? So we support that. Again, and then we also have a travel assistance. So we have, our Medicare members may be traveling, see grandkids or seeing family across the country. So we added that benefit.
So
with
that
the
helps
traveling.
you're covered then when you're visiting the grandkids in Grand Rapids, Michigan, or Boise, Idaho, or whatever. This plan isn't just for doctors in Wenatchee.
So so for when you're traveling, you're covered for emergency situations. So you just never know. I mean, when you're traveling, you don't plan on going to the doctor, but
Right.
you just never know.
And seniors tend to travel more than non-seniors do.
Right.
As well. Who all as I had mentioned earlier, some doctors opt in and opt out of these various plans. And as long as I've known of Health Alliance, you guys have been based with Confluence Health. So are all of the doctors at Confluence Health part of this plan?
Yes, everybody under the
Cool.
Confluence Health umbrella is contracted.
So you would get a chance to see doctors you know and trust.
Yeah, and I'll just add to that. So yes, Confluence Health actually is involved with Health Alliance because we're actually part owners of Health Alliance. We really, Health Alliance has a very extraordinary rating in the Medicare Advantage product population, and they really understand rural healthcare. And rural healthcare is a lot different than practicing in King County or in Seattle. We have different barriers to care. We have different issues such as how are you going to get somebody from Oroville down to Wenatchee for radiation. So we understand that aspect. So not only is Confluence Health a partner for Health Alliance and in contract with them, but we went out and contracted with pretty much everybody for primary care. So Cascade Medical Center, if you go up north, we have North Valley, Mid Valley. In the Met How, we have our own Confluence Health Clinic, but we also have family health centers. Out in Grant County, we have Samaritan Physicians, Columbia Basin Hospital. So I'm not sure with the reach of this television program, but we really have went out of our way to make sure that our members have a choice. And so I think, Kelly, at the very beginning of this segment, you talked about how Medicare is confusing. And what it is that our Medicare eligible population, they want choices. So now they have a better shopping opportunity. And that's what this period's all about.
So you're not locked into just doing this or that. You actually offer an alternative.
Right, and choice does make things more confusing because different products work different ways. That's why we actually have our local customer service office to help people work through those questions. I will also add that in addition to Confluence Health and our local providers that we're partnered with, Columbia Valley Community Health here in Wenatchee, we know not everything can be done here in North Central Washington. For example, I understand there's not a cardiac MRI machine here available within our network, so therefore we made a relationship with Virginia Mason in Seattle so that our members could access that really specialty care that can't be done here effortlessly.
On this edition of Let's Learn, we are learning more about health insurance and particularly senior health insurance. And we'll be back with more right after this.
You're watching KWCC LP Wenatchee and KCEM LP Chelan.